Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Petroheads here. No, not Petroheads. PH83 Streets. Petroheads 83 Streets. And today I'm bringing you another episode of mountain biking. But today's a bit different. I'm going to be doing something with my bike in the background. It's very sunny. I apologize for that. But hopefully you find it funny. If you do, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you then. So I've had a lot of people come up to me and go, "Oh, why do you need fenders?" And well, you know, when you're doing 350 miles an hour down a straight on, like, you know, the Nürburgring or Le Mans, you need that extra downforce, you know. So I've got these fenders to push the back wheel down to keep all that downforce down from that twin cam VTEC in here. Because honestly, this thing, it eats in first gear. You wouldn't want to be in second in this because then you'll be doing over 250 miles an hour. But honestly, this thing gets up to 350 easy. So I got these fenders front and rear, got the front spinner, I got that rear wing, just to keep that bike pushed down. And when I'm doing drag races, in the quarter mile I usually have it down low, so I'm more aerodynamic because I'm not going as fast. But when I'm doing 350 miles an hour down the straight, I want it up, you know, getting all that downforce. And of course it doesn't stay like that because I've been using it at the drags too much, you know, running 8-second quarter miles. So, you know, it's going to be a bit worn. And we got some dust on here because I haven't dragged it in a while. I blew the engine on it, so I had to rebuild the engine. So some of you might not already notice, but I'm kind of missing a few things that should be on my bike. Like I'm missing my stand down here. You know, there should be the MPs that comes out, because really that's not enough to, you know, hold my bike up. But I don't need that. I'm usually have my little butt pouch thing with my repair kit. I'm missing my speedo. All these things are for a good cause. It's all weight reduction. You need that weight reduction, bro. If you don't have it, you're not going to be doing 350 miles an hour. So I need all that weight reduction. This stand gets rid of maybe 40 kilograms. You know, the bags maybe 50. You know, the tacho, usually 100. And I got rid of the tacho too because it never can actually see when I'm doing like 500 miles an hour. It can only see maybe up to like 20 kilometers. But yeah. And you can see here how it says medium. How it says medium for the frame. That's not for the frame. That's actually for medium speed. If you get the L version, it doesn't mean large. It means the L version. You know, you can go even faster. You can go faster than fighter jets. And this thing corners like a beast. Thanks to these you know, metal pedals. They're very good around the corner. You know, you won't fall off, and you got these little teeth here. When you go around the corners. Mine are a bit warm because I've been scraping on the ground from doing 350 miles an hour down the straight. And here you can see too, I'm leaning against the bush, but you can't see because the other side's all scratched up and, you know, dented from the wind and scraped and, you know, trashed over, so I don't want to show you that side. But you can see here all the scratches, you know, I got from here. That's actually from the heat passing over when I'm doing 350 miles an hour. That's how hot it gets. And you can see some other scratches here against the bodywork. Well, that's when I'm doing 350 miles an hour. All that wind pushing down on this, it just ruins it. And you can see how this fender isn't exactly curved straight. That's because the wind pushing against it. It's so violent, it's so hard. And you can see how some of them are a bit floppy. Like the back one, it doesn't stay where it should be. That's because of all the downforce coming over the bike. It's pushed it down enough. You know, when I'm running in the quarter mile, in the drag mile, in the full mile, you know, I can beat anything on this. I can beat all them Hondas. I can beat all them Mitsubishis. You know, the Ferraris. Who cares about the Ferraris, honestly? This thing would eat a Ferrari alive. And even here still, you got that one logo. That one is because it's got the first version ever made. The first prototype version. This is the version I didn't understand about. They were like, oh, let's make a version 1. And they never sold any of this. Now my bike's actually the Giant Boulder 1 SS. Now you can see here it actually has part of the S. But the only problem is they actually forgot to add an extra SS sticker, so it's just a single S. When really it should be the double S because it's got that twin cam pushing out all that VTEC. And you can kind of, it's a bit of a hint under here how it says what does that say? I can't read it. I don't know why I can't read it. Should have just put an SS on, but they ran out of it in the factory because the bike cost too much money to make. I picked this up for 540. I'm not going to tell you what the 540 is. It might be a million, might be 100,000. But I picked it up for 540. And with all the attachments I had on it, I got these extra fast wheels. You got the 26-inch. My front wheels have to be thin for drag race. My back wheels are nice and fat. You can see I got a bit of skids here from all that burnouts I've been doing. You know, all the tire shredding I've been doing. But honestly, not that bad. And with my bike, you might notice that if you ride it, the suspension is very hard at the front. You wouldn't normally be able to push it down, and that's because it's the SS version. It's got the hard suspension when you're cornering on the Nordschleifer, or you're versing some Hondas. You need that cornering capability, so it always comes hardened. It always comes very stiff, and even still, if it's on the softer setting, this is like, I guess you can call it here like street mode, or no, not even street mode, super sport mode because of the SS. And if you move to here, this is kind of like a race mode. This is like the drag mode, and that's like the ultimate like Honda beating mode. And you can basically beat anything you want. So yeah, and the preload, that's for my nitro. I usually use that for my NOS when I'm, I might be falling behind a bit of the enemy, and I just need to hit that, turn out a little bit. Oh, I can't bother now. I'm out of it. But if I use that, this thing will eat any car. It will eat alive. Just a bit of a thing I think I should talk about here, bring it up. Most cars, they have an ECU, and well, here's my ECU. I can tune my bike. I got the switch right here. Don't know if you can see that, but it says back check, and that check basically means that between cams running good. My turbos are all up. The boost I'm putting out is good. Oh, if you didn't know, this thing puts out 50 psi of boost. Now, that's not a lot, but if I tune this up, if I get, the giant boulder, the better version of this, I don't know what to call it, but the better version of that, I can probably pump it up to like maybe, 70, 80, 90, even 100 pounds of boost, and I can be beating anything I want. I might have a bit of trouble beating the Hondas, but that's okay in my opinion. They're pretty fast cars, as you all know it. So this is my drift charm right here. The sort of magnetic thing. Now you think that would be used, for a speedo or any other conventional bike, but nah, this isn't the speedo read. I took the speedo off because I can't cope with the speed, and weight reduction brush. So there we go. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna give it a bit of a ref for you. I'm just gonna max it out. I don't want to do that wishy-washy stuff where you just go up and down. Get a feel for the rest. We're just gonna floor it on the, full accelerator, whatever you call it. Okay, you ready? You ready? Oh, that sounds so good. Did you guys hear that? That blow-off valve and that chirp? Oh, beauty. It's like Toyota super fast. Even faster. Actually, I don't know how fast is the Toyota Supra. What, like 0 to 100 in like 0.2 seconds? I'm not entirely too sure. I think they got like 2,000 horsepower. Not really too sure. But yeah. So guys, that was this video for today. Hope you enjoyed. Just a little disclaimer at the end. I wasn't taking anything out, I guess, Hondas, anything, nothing against, any companies, anything. Just thought I'd make this little video to you guys, having a bit of fun, having a joke. If you did like the video, drop a like. If you didn't like the video, drop a like. If you want to see more content, please subscribe. If you don't want to see more content, please subscribe. No, that doesn't make sense. But drop a comment if you want to, talk to me. If you have any queries and questions, everything will be down in the thing where you put writing down. It will all be there. And I hope to see you guys next time.